I had no bullshit. Like, I was just a vibe. I was selling weed. The most average high school basketball player who was just known for getting a steal here and there, diving on the floor here and there, getting a lucky layup on a fast break. But you know what got me to the college level? We just set up. We are ready to go. It is currently 8:30. This place opens up at 9. Some people trickling in, so I'm gonna start getting ready and preparing my mind and telling myself how successful we're gonna be today. We have currently, let's check our notes because we've been keeping track of how many we've been selling per day. Total of 12 sold, so we have 102 left to sell. I'm getting excited for more people to trickle in. Make sure you guys win from within today. Super excited to be on this journey with you. Stay tuned. Gonna turn off the camera now and wait for some people to trickle in so I can save battery life because I will be out here for a while. But I'm high. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You ready? Let's do like a pregame pump-up speech real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a story. I'll give you a story about the tortoise and the hare. Nah, that one's overused. I'll give you a story about perseverance from my own personal experience. When I graduated high school, 0 offers from any division, no JUCO, no D3, no NAIA, no looks from any of the coaches, nothing at all. Nothing that I could grasp onto as a little interest, nothing that I could say, all right, if I go here, I'll at least get a tryout. I decided that basketball and my dream of being a professional basketball player, whether that be in the NBA or overseas, was over. Completely gave up on my dream. I completely gave up on myself, and I stopped playing basketball altogether, and I took a gap year. During that gap year, I really felt the effects of my very first winter without basketball, because every single winter since I was 8 years old, I was either training for basketball or I was either in a basketball season. As I'm going through this gap year, I'm working at ShopRite, and as I'm working at ShopRite, I'm really going through it, y'all. Like, I'm coming home every day after work. I used to work like the 7 to 3 early shift. No one was really in the store, and you couldn't listen to music. You just had to stand at the register and kind of stare out into space and really think. At that time, I was still one of my ex-girlfriends, you feel me? She went to school up in Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania, and we were doing some type of like long distance relationship. Wasn't really working out for us. She decided to do her own thing. So on top of that, I felt extra alone in the world, and I was just working and grinding and stacking bread and spending it on bullshit. And this was during the time where I used to buy a lot of Supreme too. I used to buy Supreme for no reason, and I was buying fake Supreme on Grill. Like, niggas was dead scamming me, bro. I couldn't tell no fake Supreme from some real Supreme. I was not going for the Thursday drops. I was just getting that shit straight off Grill. Whatever they were sending me, I was putting that shit on. I had some doo-doo ass fits. That's how I was spending my money, and I wasn't saving on anything. And then it got to a point where I started smoking again, collecting all the collectibles, the rolling trays, the scissors, the cases, the bongs, this and that, everything, you feel me, that the real smokers be having. I was collecting and spending all my bread on shit that didn't really matter. I didn't know what an asset was. I didn't know what I wanted to invest in, what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I was just vibing until I got to school. And vibing until I got to school was ultimately what led to my downfall. Right? Because as I'm vibing, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about what I want to be when I grow up. I'm not thinking about what impact I wanted to have on the world, what my purpose was, what my passions were. All I know was I lost my one passion, which was basketball, and I didn't know what else I wanted to do. Basketball was my number one. I trained every single summer. Every single time I came home, I was at the basketball gym working with Jerry Powell, which is an NBA professional trainer. I was working with him, trying to get better. And at that time, I was only trying to get better. I was not getting better because I wasn't focused on doing the things that I needed to do and creating a strong foundation to get better. So I was just out there getting in shape, really. I wasn't working on shooting, just out there running back and forth, running hella sprints, and just being there. Although that was my passion, I wasn't aligning it with my purpose in a way for me to get better and improve. So I'm just vibing at this time, no passion, nothing going on, no motion, as you guys say. Like, I had no motion. I was just a vibe. I got to the summer job where I continued to do the exact same thing and upped it even more. Started selling weed, y'all. I was selling weed. Don't tell. I was selling weed. Don't tell about. I upped it. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be a smoker. I'm gonna sell it. Oh, I thought I was. I thought I was some type of trapper, bro. Whole time, I'm not even really making money. I'm smoking all the product. And that was my first introduction into entrepreneurship, and I'm sure it is for a lot of entrepreneurs. That's all the media pushes out. Being out in the field, having motion by any means, not knowing that could have risked my whole life. I get to Drexel. I'm on the path of lostness. I'm not doing shit. Doing the same things I was doing, smoking, going out, not doing my work. And I hit a roadblock in my life where I was like, damn, I really do not know, not one single bit, not 1 ounce what I'm gonna do when I graduate. If I graduate, what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And I started begin to like scratch and claw for it, really dig deep into myself. The weed wasn't making it no better because it was just clouding my judgment, clouding my mind, separating me from my reality, not allowing me to focus on what I needed to do, how I needed to go about it, my 5 W's, what my purpose was. So I really had to stop smoking. I had to stop drinking. I had to put all that shit aside. I had to stop going out, stop hanging out, and I would just be in my dorm room, you feel me? And I would just go within. And during that time, I was so within, there was days and weeks where I wouldn't talk, thinking about, all right, what am I gonna do? What's the steps to make sure that I get this right? And I ended up failing out my first semester at Drexel University. I failed out. I was a bio major. I got back in through reapplying and changing my major and going undecided business. And when I started to learn the principles of business and understand how a business is supposed to be run, really started falling in love with it. Then the sports aspect came back, right? And then basketball came back into my life. I was in the gym 24/7, lifting, working, going hard, trying to figure out what it was, who I was, and where I was gonna go. And I decided, all right, I'm not the best basketball player in the world, but if I work, and if I go hard, and if I get a mentor and a trainer who knows what they're doing and has been where I'm trying to go, I can make this dream happen. I can play college basketball. I can get myself surrounded around that love and camaraderie of basketball on a team. I can begin to fulfill my need for that camaraderie and fulfill my need for community, which I thought I needed at that point because I didn't understand how to love myself. Worked hard every single day at ball. I was in the gym. I was in the rec gym training, doing what I need to do to get back on track. And I played college basketball from being the most average basketball player known to man, the most average high school basketball player who was just known for getting a steal here and there, diving on the floor here and there, getting a lucky layup on a fast break, airballing a couple threes throughout the game, and just being a jokester. Like, that was my role on the basketball team, just to bring that chemistry, just to bring that love and cheer and, you know, that winning spirit. I was the most average basketball player. But you know what got me to the college level? It was my hard work and my perseverance and my attitude and my effort. And not only was I still average when I got to the college basketball level, I was even worse than I was, because when I got around people who were better than me, and when I got around people who were serious about basketball, were in the gym every single day, working even harder than I was back at Drexel. They were in the gym 2 times a day, in the weight room, doing different stretches, doing push-ups at home, doing workouts at home. But I got around high-level people and high-level basketball players. That's when I started to realize that the more you go up in life, the more you have to challenge yourself, and the more you have to come out to events like this and get around other entrepreneurs, get around other sellers, get around uncomfortable environments, and really start to surround yourself with people who are better than you. Surround yourself with people who know more than you. Surround yourself with people who you want to be like, and you will start to pick up their habits. You can go from average at whatever you were at to great. And once you get quote unquote great, and once you get better than where you were before, and you want to up it, you want to go to the next level. You want to go to people who are even better than you. Once I become a millionaire, I got to be around the billionaires. Once I become a billionaire, I got to be around the trillionaires. You feel me? I got to be learning what they're learning, saying what they're saying, mimicking their behaviors, waking up at 5 a.m. That's like some everyday. They might be waking up at 3:30. I mean, they might be waking up at 2. I got to up it. So this is me upping my game right now. I started off just selling out the room. Now I got to up it. Once I conquer this flea market, once I get my design how I want it to be, and we'll talk about that too, we gotta up it. But we selling thousands and thousands of black tees. Okay, cool. Now we gonna get 2 different tees. Oh, we selling thousands and thousands of units of that? Oh, let's up it. Let's get white tees. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Okay, let's up it. Let's get purple. Let's get blue. Let's get red. And let's mix all those things in with the same designs, get our design out there, get our colors out there, and begin to grow our database and get to where we need to be. Up it, up it, up it. Get around people who are better. Only thing that will take you from average to great, challenging yourself, looking yourself in the mirror, seeing what you're good at, seeing what you love, and then aligning it with what you want to do in life. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? I'm out here in the cold. Yo, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I just want to be successful.
What does success mean to you?
Success means that no matter what kind of difficulty you may face, you can navigate your way through it. It doesn't necessarily mean education, but then it does mean education because you go to school to learn how to navigate different situations. Have money, you're going to lose money. That's not important. Important when successful people could get back on their feet 3 to 6 months, like they never lost anything, because it's a mindset. It's not a dollar amount, it's a mindset. Because, nothing lasts forever. But situations happen, and you just got to navigate through them to get back on top. I've done it many times. I've did everything in the world that you could possibly do as far as being young, especially black, and being successful. Successful is being able to help those mentally, physically, monetary, just giving back. That's another thing. There's no use of being successful if you can't go back and help the ones that help you get you there, or help support you along the way. Absolutely. You gotta live your truth. Don't compromise, and we all fall into it. Don't compromise your boundaries. Don't compromise your standards for no one. Stand on what you believe. All you have is your character in this world. Everything else will fade away. All you got is what you spend your lifetime to building. So don't worry about what people say about you. Don't worry about how people approach you, because they could be sweet today, salty tomorrow. Live your truth. Stand on your principles. Thing will work its way out.
And then shout yourself up, socials, brand, all that.
This is Doug Dobson. Facebook is Fresh Dobson. Founder and CEO of Mopar Mob Auto Group. We're an organization to do for the community and enjoy cars on the side. Want to be a part of something that's greater than yourself, they like to help others, then this is the way to go. Mopar Mob _AC on Instagram. Thank you, and you have a nice day.
Come and support him. He's a great guy, a nice, friendly Christian guy. Win fun with him.